Hey, hello, and hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the Outlaw Performance Garage. Nice to see you again. Today, we're going to do something cool. We're going to get this bad boy on the dyno. We're going to get it towed down to Ronan Park and let Jason do his thing at RPM engine and motor, and we're going to see what happens. Cross your fingers, everything goes well. You know, it's been a long trip here, a long road getting this thing dialed in, but I have confidence that it should hold up and it should make the power that we're looking for. You know, we are putting this motor to the test. Other people have done it before, you know, reaching their goals of 1,000 flywheel, you know, 900 rear wheel horsepower. But I mean, it is pushing this motor to its outer limit. So let's see if it'll hold up to that Kong's 2650. And if it doesn't, man, we're gonna be back to the drawing board. So come on, let's go. For those of you that are new to the channel, our latest upgrades and modifications to this car consist of a Kong's 2650. We had a ported LSA blower, so now we got the Kong's 2650. We took the stock heads out, and we had Synergy Performance port and polish and give them their stage 3 race head porting, along with the valves and the springs, and we upgraded the push rods. And then we went along with, we also did a custom grind race cam for the combination. So 3 things: Kong's 2650, ported and polished heads, custom grind cam. Those are the new elements that we're going to be dynoing on this car. Prior to this, it was making 753 rear wheel horsepower with the LSA blower on E85. So those are the new upgrades. Let's see what they do. Okay, just warming the car up now, letting the fluids run through it. Man, this thing sounds nasty. I love it. Ready? It's rolling. Circle around and get the end. To the dyno once again. Here we are. Hey, what's up, brother? Ooh. Oh yeah. apologize, guys. I had lost the memory card in my GoPro, so there's a lot of full throttle pulls that are missing from this footage. A long, devastating day for the beast. Lost. The beast lost. We lost. It's over. It's over for the beast. I don't know what's gonna happen. We were doing our thing, and you know, everything was going well. Everything was going well. There was an issue at the beginning, like with the throttle body, you know. He was asking me, the tuner was asking me, you know, if I had any information on the throttle body, you know, what size was it? You know, I told him it was a 112 Kongs. It was a fairly brand new, actually really brand new, developed throttle body from Kong. And you know, it started off like that, and then you know, there was questions about the fuel management system. I think it's called the FMP or something like that. What it does is it regulates pressure throughout your fuel pump and stuff like that. You know, it was just kind of it was kind of like a weird feeling I was getting while we were there. And you know, so we start running the car, and we're putting it through these procedures, you know, like proper I guess you can call it startup procedures, so that, you know, we weren't just going to go and floor the car right off the bat. So he was running it through its normal cycles. It was doing well. And then, you know, we were having like a vibrating issue with the tire, and that was the thing. So he was telling me, hey, I might not want to run the car full throttle, you know, on the dyno, because last time we had vibration, some guy's fuel system like vibrated apart and blew all over the place. So I was like, yeah, not a big deal, you know what I mean? If we have to wait, come back another day so I can get the tire vibration dialed in. I think it was just balancing. I was like, yeah, no problem, let's do it. So that started happening, and then next thing I know, you know, he's going through a full pull, and I was just like, holy shit, you know, he's pulling this bad boy. And you know, I was asking him, you know, what are you revving this thing to, you know what I mean? And he was like 7,000 RPM, and I was like, holy crap, 7,000. Like, I thought we were gonna play it safe, you know what I mean, and run it to 62 RPM and 62,000 RPM. And he was like, well, you know, so and so said it was okay, you know, that it'll take it, and something about the top of at 7,000, you know, the top of the cam lobe isn't even at the top of the cam lobe yet, so we had a lot to go. And I'm just like, whatever, you know, it's a stock bottom end, like let's play it safe, let's just take it easy on this car. And you know, he kept on, he kept pushing. I want to say he took it another, I want to say like 5 or 6 pulls at 7,000 RPM. And it was weird because the car was like, it made it up to 765 rear wheel, and you know, he was telling me we're out of fuel, you know, we need more fuel, the car's calling for more fuel, you know, we're done for the day. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we need more fuel, you know, we've been on the dyno for hours, and now it needs more fuel. Okay, now it needs more fuel, and it's only making, keep in mind, 10 horsepower more than without the heads, without the 2650, and without all the, you know, the other stuff, the cam. And I'm like, man, I go, shouldn't it have made more though? Like, shouldn't it have made more? And apparently not, you know what I mean? We ran out of fuel. So we start looking, and he shows me a fuel system. He's like, get that fuel system, get it dialed in, bring it back, and we'll give it the fuel that it needs and get the air fuel mixture all right, and we'll do it again, right? So I'm like, all right, you know what? I was disappointed, you know, because it's been a long time, and you know, everybody was telling me that the fuel system was enough for what we were doing for 900 rear wheel. So I go to back the car off the dyno, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a ride for a minute. I'm gonna go check it out and see what happens. You know, I mean, not see what happens, but fill the car. So I get in the car. Jason hops in with me with his laptop, and he, as we're backing up, I mean, literally the car's about halfway out of the bay, and then freaking boom, a freaking exclamation mark pops up on my screen, and it says saying something like shut, you know, no oil pressure, shut engine down immediately. And I mean, this thing was freaking wouldn't stop beeping. So I'm like, holy shit, like what is this shit? What is this? So I pull over, we shut it down. Immediately Jason's pulling the dipstick out. I'm like, what are you looking for? He's like, pieces of metal, you know, gold little flakes. And I'm like, gold flakes? Well, what is the gold flakes? And he's like, that's a bearing. It'd be a bearing. And I was like, oh shit. So we lost oil pressure on the dyno. So we lost oil pressure, and I mean, it was down to like 8 psi, 6 psi, and I'm like, holy crap, like, I know that ain't good. I know that is not good. So you know, it's just it was a messed up feeling, you know what I mean? It was a messed up feeling because I did a lot of hard work. We did a lot of hard work. I mean, you guys were there. You saw the work that went into this, the money spent going into this. I did know that something like that would happen, but in the back of my mind, I mean, I didn't want to point fingers, but I'm like, you, like, why? I said to him, why did you keep running it at 7,000 RPM? You know what I mean? It's like, I can't really blame him, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to blame him, but I couldn't blame him because he was just doing his thing. And I was, you know, I trust his judgment, and I trust his expertise. That's what he's a journeyman at. I'm not. I have to make sure that I have all of my freaking stuff dialed in before it goes to him. And it was dialed in because, you know, that car had to be on that dyno for 6 hours solid. I mean, he did so many mid pulls, and then the full pulls like ended up being about 6 or 7 full pulls at 7,000 RPM. If something were going to go wrong, something would have went wrong like before. Like I would have lost a rocker arm or a valve would have let go. Something would have let go, but everything, you know, it held together. So it all stayed intact. But man, you know, it's just, it's really messed up. So, you know, I pay the man his money. I could have made a big fuss about it and argued with him and you shit, but, or F you, I'm not paying you shit, but I didn't. I just, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, but, you know, back to the drawing board. I'll get it home and figure out what's going on with this. So here we are. We're at home, and, you know, I've just been thinking and talking to different technicians and shops, and, everybody said the same thing. Drop the oil. The oil will reveal, you know, get an oil test. And I said, okay, we're going to get an oil test, and, you know, we're going to look for like a copper, like a gold looking metal in the pan, in the oil. So I go and I drain the oil. I think that's the stuff, right? Looks like freaking gold King Carney to me. Damn.
She's gone, bro.
And sure enough, right out the pan, man. I mean, it looked like freaking somebody got a handful of gold flakes and just dropped it in the pan. And that's what it revealed. And that's when I realized, oh shit, it's a bearing. So, you know, we pushed this motor to its limit, you know. It couldn't handle it. So now we got to think of something to do, guys. You know, what are we going to do next? I don't know. It's really devastating, but you know, those are the type of things that come along with racing. When you race, you know, stuff doesn't always hold up, or you, as a racer, you want to push things to the limit, you know what I mean? And sometimes pushing it to the limit isn't always a good thing, but you know how it be when you're in that driver's seat. You know, you want more and more and more. You feel it, you want more. You lose a race, you want more, you know. So it's a learning experience, and it's just things that happen if you're in the race game. And for me, I couldn't let go of the racing game, so here I am, and here we are. Will the beast ever be the same? I don't know. You know, we're just gonna have to get this bad boy up and out, talk to some people, talk to some professionals, and you know, go from there. You know, it's just freaking, you know, it sucks. That's the baby, that's our baby, and we've been freaking building on this thing. And I mean, everything else, I mean, it was, dude, you guys, it was awesome. It freaking handled its business. Everything held together. You know, when it lost oil pressure, you know, I'm just like, my freaking heart just dropped. I was like, oh, no way. You know, I was hoping it would be something simple like the pickup tube seal. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'll just freaking check the seal and fix the seal. You know, the engine isn't making any knocking noises. It's cool. You know what I mean? No knocking. It still runs smooth and lopes like a beast. The only thing is that the flakes that are in the pan. So, I mean, really, in reality, it's nobody's fault. You know, this thing could have been dropping flakes freaking, you know, before the Kong's 2650. I don't know. To be honest with you, I didn't really check the oil, but I mean, I probably would have saw that. I didn't see that in any of the previous oil changes, but now I know, you know, what to look for. Every oil change, I'm going to check for that, and especially running E85, I definitely better make sure that this oil's changed every 1,000 miles or something, because that E85 breaks down your oil like crazy. So I'll have to do that. So that's the deal, guys. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any input you want to give me about, you know, the beast, dyno tuning, what happened, you know what I mean? If you have any questions, let me know. Ask a question, comment. I don't know what else to say. The beast couldn't, you know, it couldn't take it. I don't think it's an easy fix, especially for this thing, you know. I wouldn't, you know, people are like, yeah, rebuild it, you know, like rebuild. I'm like, when you say rebuild, it just means like fix the part that's broken. But, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I really don't, because a rebuild is really expensive too. So it's like, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. I can't even believe I was able to spit this much out, but that's what happened. That's where we're at. If you guys, you know, have any advice for me, please leave a comment. And we're going to move forward. You know, at this point, we're just, you know, like they say, I'm dead in the water right now. You know, the beast is going to be just sitting here. And I'm going to be brainstorming on what to do. So I will talk to you guys soon. Leave a comment for sure. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any added input. I'd appreciate it, guys. And thank you for staying tuned and watching these videos. There will be more to come. What will come, I don't know. But we'll figure something out. So I will talk to you guys soon.